Look, I think there's too much hate in this world. I think we can agree there's too much hate. And me, I don't hate anybody. I mean, except, the person who can't use a self-checkout. Come on, those people drive me crazy. Self-checkout brings out the absolute worst in me. I'll see someone holding up the line. What the fuck? Oh, he's trying to buy alcohol in the self-checkout. What an idiot. What an idiot. Look, I didn't come out here tonight to brag, but I'm pretty good with that self-checkout. It's not because I'm so smart, but because they've really dumbed that machine down. When you scan an item, there's a voice that says, put it in the bagging area. Yeah, which means when they were testing it with real people, someone scanned it and says, what do we do now? And the engineer's like, put it in the fucking bagging area. We need a voice for that too? This guy. Well, the worst is when you're scanning, and it freezes and it helps on the way. Oh, that's the worst. Help's not on the way because they're too busy trying to help the guy buy alcohol in the self-checkout. If it's up to me, your TSA pre-check line just to use the self-checkout. Just filling out some forms, I think would really help reduce people using it. And by the way, if you're not laughing, I suspect you're part of the problem. Some of you are just finding out tonight that you can't use you can't buy alcohol at the self-checkout. Judging you. Look, I am also a father. I'm a proud dad. Woo! Of a rescue dog. I'm a senior rescue dog. That counts. Trust me. Listen, when my fiance and I first adopted the dog, we took him to the vet, and the vet said, he's got a heart murmur. And we're emotional, like, oh no. Gotten upset, like, how long has he got? 5 years and $10,000 later, we're like, no, seriously, how long has he got, all right? He can't be around forever. I'm kidding, I love this dog, but he's got better health care than I do. When we took him for his physical, his annual physical, they spent 2 hours with him. When I get my physical, maybe 15 minutes. And they clean his anal glands. Look, I'm not saying I won't ever need my anal glands clean, but damn it, it'd be nice if he asked just one time. We've been having some problems with him, behavioral problems. He's getting old, he's getting bold. The other day, he walks out into the living room, looks at me, and just starts pissing on the carpet. Yeah, what are you going to do about it, huh? Oh, what was that? I'm sorry, I'm a bad boy? Yeah, I am a bad boy. I just pissed on the living room carpet. You know what you're going to do? You're going to go and mop it up. Why don't you get me a biscuit while you're at it? So we're having problems with him. So we took him to a trainer, we took him to a bunch of people, mixed results. My fiance decides, why don't we get a medium, a dog medium? I know someone who does it via Zoom. And I'm like, that is the stupidest idea I've ever heard. I didn't say that, right? I'm like, hey, let's give that dog medium a shot. Listen, I was dead set against it, but I was wrong, actually. I learned a lot. Like, I learned she likes to waste money. That's what I learned. Thank you for laughing. That joke cost me $175. This guy right here. Can we get security? So, there's always one, man. The drugs, it's sad. So anyway, so we're talking to this medium, and she says, it's very medium, I'm Connie voice. She goes, I can tell that you're good people and you love your animals. I was like, man, we just set up a Zoom call for our dog. You don't need supernatural ability to know that we're good people and we love our animal. So she starts talking to us. She's really talking to the dog. And finally she says, I have a vision on how to make him happier, more peaceful, and better behaved. And I'm like, and she goes, but we're out of time. Son of a bitch, what a con, what a con. I said to my fiance, we are never going back to her again. We have an appointment Wednesday, right? Another $175. Figure out why this damn dog is pissing on the living room carpet. Anyway, listen, I'm engaged. I'm in a very long-term relationship, like long time. I mean, some would say too long, right? I mean, not me, not on stage, not with her sitting in the back. That doesn't seem very nice at all. We're still for Chipotle, I hope. I don't know what that was about. Weirdo with a mic. You fucking freak. So anyway, listen, she's great. She's very smart, much smarter than me. And it's a pain because when we watch a movie or a TV show together, she always figures out there's a big twist way before I do. Years ago, we saw The Sixth Sense. You guys remember Sixth Sense? I see dead people. 10 minutes into the movie, she's like, he's dead. And I was pissed off. I was like, you know what, I would have liked to have figured that out myself. But in all fairness, I don't think I ever would have. To this day, I would have been like, well, if he's dead, how come he's talking to that freaky kid the whole time? I'm not stupid. I'm stupid. I'll tell you what else, she's really good at fixing things. I don't know where that skill came from, but she's great at fixing things. I am pretty good at breaking things. That's what I bring to the relationship. Like the other day, I put the toaster oven in the dishwasher. Now, neither works. She has to fix that. That joke is just so I can brag that I got a toaster oven. You hear a man's got a toaster oven, you assume I got money. I'll tell you, man. But sometimes she says things that hurts my feelings. I'll be honest with you. We're friends now. We can talk. She says things the other day. We're watching the movie F1, and there's a scene where shirtless, ripped, of course, Brad Pitt lowers himself into an ice bath, and she says, and I quote, "Oh my God." Ha ha, very funny, because when I took my shirt off, she said, "Oh my God, put your shirt back on." But where? Anyway, I will say one thing. What's a big misnomer is that when you're in a long-term relationship, there's no sex. It's done, it's over, it's not happening. And that is not true. That is not true. In fact, right here, right now, I'm going to talk about my current sex life. Okay, so that ends the sex portion of my act. Got a little naughty there. I went over the line. I apologize. Got a little nasty. So, it's gotta go. So we were chatting the other day, she and I were like, if we could go back in time, where would we go? And I'm like, first, I saw up in the mid-90s, pick up some apple sock when they're just giving it away for like a nickel a share. And then I said, and then I keep going, and I would talk to Trump's dad, Fred Trump, when Trump was, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 years old. And I'd be like, Fred, can I talk to you, man? Can I talk to you? Is there any way, please, you could just one time, just tell me love him, for God's sake. Just tell me love him one time. He would be a different person. He would change. Trust me, it would change him as a human being. In fact, you'd be changing history. Get this. He's going to be president someday. I know. I can't believe it either. But if you could say it one time, you'd be really helping it. No? All right, so I apologize. I got a text. I'm sorry, I don't usually do it. Oh! It's from the Department of Justice. Oh, okay. So, as I was saying, Trump and his dad had a great relationship. They had a perfect relationship. They made perfect phone calls. They loved each other. They hugged each other. Some people say it's the greatest relationship between a father and son in all of human history. Ever. And if you're laughing at that, you're about to get audited in the next 5 or 6 months. All right, guys, that's my time. You've been awesome. Thank you so much.